Hello everyone, how y'all doing? It's the Fat Boy here again with another Backmarkers the Champions episode 4 now. Uh, I'm gonna post videos on under this category for like once per week because driver career mode must be prioritized for now. And probably in the next F1 2022 I'm gonna do my team career mode if there is my team career mode. So anyway, heading down the final corner, we are in one shot qualifying, and that puts us P16. So yep, that's it. We are P16 now, and this video is 15 minutes 25 seconds. So anyway, Lewis Hamilton gets provisional pole, we get P19, and no, Latifi gets P19 and I get P16. So Raikkonen stays ahead of us in the rivalry as well. So my aim here is to get ahead of Raikkonen by the end of the race, and hopefully we will be able to bring ourselves close to the points. So yeah, see you in the race. Ta-ta.
Hello and welcome to the Ile Notre Dame once again for what promises to be another incredible Canadian Grand Prix at a fiercely competitive circuit, where pole position can often be decided by less than a tenth of a second. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn one. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and talented Spaniard Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Perez, Bottas, Ricciardo, Gasly, and Fernando Alonso, Vettel, Tsunoda, Lance Stroll, and Ocon, Raikkonen, the Black Mamba, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So anyway, I'm back. And we're gonna start the race on the soft compound as always, because we know we can make up those places back that we lost. And we've decided to underfuel the car by 0.2 laps. And here come the 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. Raikkonen gets a good launch, but he did get wheel spin, which interfered with his start. And we almost hit Esteban Ocon, not Fernando Alonso. And Giovinazzi hits his teammate whilst overtaking the two of us. And Mick Schumacher, the exit, gets good traction as he goes down the inside. But we have the inside line now going into the next chicane. And this time we are ahead of the young German. So anyway, we are heading down the third chicane now, going for a send on Ocon. I tried going for a send on Giovinazzi, but I just know I don't have the space, and we are still side by side with the young Frenchman, taking a wide entry, heading into the fourth chicane. And this time we made the move stick. So in the hairpin, probably one of the slowest corners in F1, we go for a dive bomb on Giovinazzi, because I know he's going to be very slow. And pretty much that's all the action for lap 1. So anyway, heading down the second lap, we do the same thing on Kimi Raikkonen, and we have the traction in the exit. And yeah, again, that's all the action for this lap. And now we are just focusing on catching up to Lance Stroll, as Verstappen sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 11.8. And now we are heading into lap 4. We have DRS on Lance Stroll, and there's a train ahead of us, led by Fernando Alonso. We are now heading into the hairpin. I'm sure we can catch up to Stroll by the end of the straight, hopefully. As now we are getting DRS, as our race engineer gets a new idea for a new strategy, but we decline that. So heading down the final chicane, trying not to hit the wall of champions, as Stroll gets a bit of oversteer. We hit the wall a bit, but we do not get any damage, so we will move on from that. Heading down turn 1, Stroll gets a lock up, and Alonso and Tsunoda were side by side heading into the second corner, as we go around the outside of Stroll, but he has the corner on the inside line, which becomes my inside line now. And we are ahead of the home favorite, the fellow Canadian, having his home race. Heading into lap 5. I think it's the same lap. Never mind. Stroll and Alonso and Tsunoda go side by side heading into the final chicane. And we try to catch up while saving our overtake mode, because we know we're not gonna catch up to them. Heading down the first chicane in turn 1. We take a bit too much curb there, and Alonso is still ahead of us. We simply don't have the traction in the exit. Heading down the second chicane, we try to go for a dive bomb on Alonso, and the move sticks now, as we don't get traction off the exit because we had to lift off, and now we're gonna get wheel spin. And now we are going to head into the pits to change our tires. I think Stroll follows us into the pits as well. Does he? No, Stroll does not follow us. Giovinazzi does not follow us. Alonso follows us, as Gasly is ahead of us there in the mediums, as we get a 2.5 second pit stop. Mazepin switches to the mediums now. Alonso is ahead of him, and we come out of the pit lane in 18th place. And Gasly is 6 seconds approximately ahead of us, and our teammate Latifi is still on the soft tires, 10 seconds ahead of us. So now we are heading down the final corner into lap 9. Those who haven't entered the pits are now making their pit stop, as Ocon goes into the pits, Latifi goes into the pits, Schumacher goes into the pits, Stroll, Raikkonen goes into the pits, Ricciardo goes into the pits, and changes to hards now. As now we end up in front of Tsunoda. He used to be in front of us, so we have done the undercut, but not fully in front, because we are side by side heading into the second chicane, as we don't give Tsunoda any space, because he knows that he shouldn't mess with a driver like me, because I'm gonna be world champion in the future. Heading into lap 11 now. Stroll, meanwhile, is behind us. He fancies a move on the outside because we give space, as we are 6/10ths down on our fastest lap. And at this point, I didn't use the overtake mode because I wanted to save it. So I let Stroll close in on me. I let him go around the outside. We use the overtake mode now. Heading into the final chicane, we don't give him any space at all, and he pretty much cut that corner. But the thing is about the final chicane is not laser scan, it's made by hand. So anyway, heading down the first corner, Stroll and Alonso try to take my positions, but Alonso had to yield at the exit, so we are now in 12th place. And we're now heading into lap 16. We have DRS on Lance Stroll. We go down the outside using the dummy, as he cuts the corner cuts the two chicanes, but we don't get to do the switchback move as I was planning. And this could be the last, and this could be the battle of the season, battling for 11th place. But we don't get, points for 11th place. You only get points in 10th place. So this is pretty much for pride lah. We are fighting for the wooden spoon technically. So heading down. I forgot what turn this is. I don't really care. As we go for a dive bomb on Lance Stroll. Getting DRS at the same time, lifting off the throttle cause I was scared of wheel spin. And the former world champion Fernando Alonso is still ahead of us because he made that double overtake at turn 1. So yeah, pretty much I just can't catch up to him for now. I just want to save my overtake mode for the last lap, and I shall see you there. Here I am heading down the last lap, and Max Verstappen wins the race in the Red Bull. In real life, he has been really consistent as well, so he is going to be an obstruction to Lewis for the World Championship. And anyway, back to the topic, we use our ERS. We get DRS. This fight is gonna go down to the line for 11th place. Alonso does not have any ERS anymore, so he can't really defend as he gets a bit of oversteer there. We get DRS, but who is gonna go down the line? Oh, it's so close, but Alonso pulls out. Alonso manages to hold out till the checkered flag as we miss out by a couple of hundreds. Anyway, we get driver of the day, so that's good, and I'll see you after the podium celebrations.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. What do you think it was, Ants, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
And Max Verstappen wins the race, and I am behind Fernando Alonso by 25 milliseconds. So that was unlucky, as we get more points than Raikkonen in the rivalry as we close up to him, and we are behind him by 3 points. And we are almost there to acclaim level 5. And what do I want to say? Okay, we do get a personal upgrade, so it does help Latifi, our teammate. And if you made it this far, if you liked watching this piece of action, feel free to subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and I am the Fat Boy, and I'll see you tomorrow for Saturday for the driver career mode. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.